Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Autumn's officially begun, though the warmer than usual conditions are set to continue following the state's second hottest summer on record. A wet February made up for a dry start to the season and looks like more rain in the months ahead. Another very warm night with minimum temperatures well above average, mostly in the low to mid-20s. Top temps also on the high side of normal, 31 degrees at the top for Townsville. Looking at the satellite loop now, it's generally a lot clearer across the eastern half of Queensland than in previous days. There's still a few little lumps popping up here and there, representing small showers, but most places have had generally good conditions, a little bit of cloud, quite hot, as you'll see in a moment, but most of the cloud is still streaming well out west. It'll eventually move across Queensland over coming days. On today's chart, you can see there's a very limp pressure pattern along eastern Queensland, so winds are very light, and because we've lost our trade winds, we're not really getting those cooler temperatures that we like to see in March. There's a fairly active inland trough, of course, and we've got a weak high now moving in towards the Great Australian Bight. On tomorrow's chart, the high starts moving across the Bight. A little bit of it squeezes through Bass Strait and starts pushing up the eastern coast in the form of a southeasterly change. Won't get to Queensland though until later, and if you look at the outlook chart, you see that southeasterly finally gets through. Temperatures will drop a couple of degrees in the south, but in the tropics they'll stay the same. Meanwhile, with the trough intensifying, rainfall will start to increase. And now the latest from the Weather Bureau, the boating forecast for Townsville waters. Tomorrow's winds mainly from the southeast, shifting slowly more northerly over coming days, never getting stronger than about 20 knots. Tomorrow's tides will see a high in the early morning, followed by a low around lunchtime. Not much tidal variation tomorrow because of the half moon. The Herberton Albertican, the chance of a late shower in the south only. Townsville 24 up to 33 degrees, still toasty. Ayr 32, Ingham 33. And the northern Goldfields and upper Flinders, a shower or possible storm in the west. Charters Towers 21 up to 35 degrees, Georgetown 35 as well. Looking ahead for Townsville, remaining hotter than average throughout the week, especially at night, with little variation in top or bottom temps, storms becoming more likely as the week progresses. Tonight's photo was brought to you by Bernardine Vergara, taken just recently from Oakenden. A nice example of crepuscular rays, the projected shadows of distant clouds, with a foreground of silhouetted low-level cumulus. Thanks, Bernardine, and thank you all for joining me tonight. Hope you've had a good start to the new season. Now it's back to the team.
Good on you, Liv. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for your company. See you tomorrow night.
And a reminder as well, if you missed anything or you'd like to see something again, you can catch our replay over on 7.2. From all of us, good night.
Good night.